The second edition of the Kiss of Love protests happened in Kerala on the 8th of March. Several student groups, such as the Kerala Students' Union, joined the protest. Today, we have Priyanka Patsati and Sanjana Ganesh from the Asian College of Journalism talking about the issue.
So the recent protest happened following the death of a 22-year-old boy. So what happened was that the boy and one of his friends were at the beach, and the friend, she wanted to use the restroom, but she couldn't find anything. There was no restroom close by.
At Kollam Beach, if I'm not mistaken.
And so she was, just trying to find a restroom or a toilet which she could use, and she was harassed by a group of men. But when the boy went, to protect her or to stand up for her, the men instead accused him of harassing her. So, and they even went up to the extent of ridiculing him on social media. Following which, the boy took this drastic step. So yeah, after this,
the entire idea of violent protests began with it being celebrated on Valentine's Day, and which became central to the entire issue of these entire this idea of moral policing. Similarly, another incident happened where a couple,
in February.
Right, in February, where a couple
they were the museum. They
right.
were the museum, and in fact, the police were the one who did the moral policing this time. They came up to them and told them that they were being indecent, and the man who was accused, he did a Facebook live where he covered the whole incident, and the police tell them that you can't kiss her or hug her in public, and you're causing making the rest of them uncomfortable. And the boy, obviously, he rejected. He said, "We didn't do anything of the sort. I just had a hand. We were just holding hands." But yeah, and this was not the first time such an incident was happening to the couple. They previously faced it as well, which is why the boy did the Facebook live.
Right. So the idea of moral policing is not restricted to India as such. We've noticed that the Islamabad High Court, in fact, banned the celebration of Valentine's Day. Several radical extremist groups in Kuala Lumpur prevent girls from wearing perfumes and talking in sweet voices. Nobody understands what the entire ambiguity of, the ambiguity of the term sweet voice is, funny enough. They're also not allowed to use emoticons on WhatsApp when they're talking to men, which is, I don't understand how that is going to be governed as well. So the entire idea of moral policing is not restricted to countries like India. So it is definitely a regressive process that happens all over the world. It's just ridiculous and
right. In fact, if coming back to India, Kerala has seen a lot of moral policing cases, and one of them was just as stupid as what you just told. A girl was riding pillion with her boyfriend. She was sitting behind him on. I don't even know if it's a boyfriend, just a boy. She was sitting behind him on the bike, and the radical groups were against. They were like, "Why are you sitting behind the boy on the bike?" And they led them up and screamed at them. And this is not an isolated incident. Such incidents have been happening in Kerala for a long time now. So which is why the first case of love happened
in 2014.
2014, yeah, which was started by a Facebook group. I think they're called Free Thinkers.
Yeah, Free Thinkers. Similarly, this edition of the Kiss of Love protest also happened happened via Facebook, and clearly social media is gaining major traction in cities like Kochi, and it spread like wildfire because this was not restricted to Kerala. It did gain. It did
elsewhere as well.
Exactly, a lot of other cities in the country chose to emulate this entire the entire movement as such. So the entire idea of Kiss of Love, it stems from the entire basic point of looking beyond social conformities that are enforced on people. So this time we had transgenders, we had
LGBT community. Everybody had come out, and if we could just analyze what went wrong in the previous Kiss of Love, following the Kiss of Love protest previously, two people who were involved in it, who you could call the poster people or poster boys of the previous Kiss of Love protest, were a couple. And they were accused of sex trafficking right after the Kiss of Love incident, and they came out and spoke a few months ago. They were jailed for a long time, and they said that the police have obviously fabricated the whole story, and after the story came out, a lot of people lost the interest that they had in the Kiss of Love protest, saying that it's just everything's fake, it's a sham, and nobody really actually wanted to do this for a purposeful cause. So yeah.
So this time, the Shiv Sena protesters protested alongside alongside the Kiss of Love protesters, and they were protesting against the entire movement. Versus the BJP, the youth wing of the BJP, which was trying
Against
to take
both of them.
Yeah, which was trying to take a center stand and was opposing the entire Kiss of Love movement and moral policing. So we didn't understand what exactly their moral standpoint was, and no statement was released from the BJP
Right.
cadre. So
And if we could also look at the legal point of this whole thing, according to the section 294 of IPC, if you act indecent in public, you can be charged or you can be jailed. But the Supreme Court has made it very clear that the word obscene can be described according to the contemporary society. So the society keeps changing, and which is why the definition of the word obscene also keeps changing. So I don't think kissing or holding hands in our society can be considered obscene.
anymore,
Yeah, anymore.
because contemporary times change with contemporary people. Okay, alright. That's all we have for today.
Thank you.